you're not gonna lose them most of the time unless you die. I saw that fucking Legion augment room.
Shut up, dude.
I don't have any
I'm poor.
Okay, we're gonna pull it a little awkwardly, but we'll just pull it right here.
I was really upset when they made the Light Forge rune change.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't understand why they did that.
Right here.
Be ready to watch out. Those small circles are going to turn into big ones once you guys have had them for a little while. First shockwave is going to go out right now.
Just cheesed it with my Void Elf Rachel.
Launch the breath. Okay, we have red and blue, red and blue. Group 1 to red, group 2 to blue.
We're gonna get fucked.
Dorito commanding shout. Get that ad down, guys. Okay, just everybody on the big ad.
Right here.
Go ahead and reset it. Just everybody try to survive, don't die. And just don't hit the boss and it'll reset. So really quick with group 1, does anybody have any input on what's going on? I can check, but I'm just curious if we have any fast input, because
I think that shock is messing us up because we're only like 2 of us are over here.
Okay, because we have 6 people in group 1. So, or wait, yeah, we have 6 people in group 1 and only 5 in group 2. So group 1's ad should be essentially dying like 10 times easier than the other. So
I think people might have got knocked into the doorway
I'm an
and
idiot.
had to
That's
run.
one reason.
okay, so if you are an immobile DPS and you know where your ad's spawning, because that shockwave will always happen after I call out the ads. So if I say group 1 red, you should already be positioning yourself, or because you should already be positioned on this side to get knocked back this way towards red. As soon as the shockwave happens, you can position yourself to get knocked back like almost into the alcove. Just be aware if you have like a debuff around you. And if you're immobile, just try to knock yourself into a wall or something like that, because basically you want the shockwave to guide you to your ad.
Yeah, so I was used to being in the other, like the back of the
that
group,
makes sense.
and I didn't realize that I was actually in group 1, so I've been on the wrong ad.
Just run out. So, like I mentioned at the very, very beginning, I pretty much completely reversed both groups. So if you are used to being in one of the other groups, check which group you're in on the Angry assignment, because it's different. Group 1 is Doritana, Ithrin, Mithandril, Myrus, Wagner, and Avenerath. And then Group 2 is Amond, Lux, Renmore, Maleficent, and Vaspian. And then the big ad is Dark Silsa, Miriana, and Kex. So Group 1 is standing to get knocked back towards yellow and red, and Group 2 is in the back of the room by blue and green. So that should help. And I guess whichever ad we're usually having more troubles on, maybe if the demo warlocks could use Bane on that one. I don't know. I'm assuming it works how it used to work, where you just literally get to choose what takes the extra damage from your abilities, but
yeah.
Just go ahead and do that. Just help group 1 out, or you guys can split it up. Like one of you can, like, well, I guess, okay, yeah, because Maleficent's on group 2, so she can just get the middle one. But yeah, the groups are switched around, so make sure you check your group, double check, and then we're good to go. Group 1's on the first ad I call out, group 2's on the second. 2-minute CDs on the first wave of ads, don't forget that. Don't waste them on pull.
Five, 4,
Did you just use a Vantis rune on the boss?
I did, yeah.
Okay. It's not a big deal, but try probably not to do that just in case we end up using it on like a different boss. But obviously it's fine. Okay, we're gonna have our first shockwave. Watch if you have the debuffs. When you have the big circle around you, that's when you want to pop defenses, because you're gonna get hit like a truck. Watch the breath. Okay, we have yellow, or we have red and yellow, red and yellow. Group 1 to red, group 2 to yellow. I fucking hate this spawn, by the way. You guys gotta watch where you're walking, don't just walk on top of people. And be rezzing Lush.
I got murdered because Lush died.
I mean, we still almost got the ads down, so it just seems, yeah, we got the ads down even with the worst possible spawn. Everybody on the middle ad. Everybody on the middle ad. We always switch over as soon as our ads are dead, we go to the middle. So with this ad, by the time it gets its cast off, it's basically unkillable, so it should already be dead at this point. I'm assuming you can't res, or you can't reset because you died.
You assume correct.
Just everybody go ahead and stack on top of each other in the, like, by the doorway. And I'll try to survive and reset it.
Fucker.
Just stack up by the door and die. And then don't release. No! I'll survive. Ugh. It hurts. Did you try stealth resetting? Don't do that.
I'm literally just standing at the door waiting to die.
I'm eternal sad.
All Kix's fault.
Boy, Adam got vanished to fucking save. I'm using that shit for damage.
Yeah, this fight's still pretty heavily RNG based with the ad spawns.
Both in on the same side is the worst.
No, Maleficent, you're fine in that area. It's just bad ad spawns.
Actually, the worst.
If anything, yeah, if anything, the Warlocks can just stand in the center.
Another thing is, I mean, that was already like a really good pull. It's just a bad spawn. Like when we get that spawn on both the same side, that's kind of, it just makes it really difficult. Yeah. So I mean, we still got the ads killed.
Real big ad at 1.5 mil, and Cam died before he got to hit it.
Yeah, I died and I didn't even hit the band.
Yeah, so it was good.
If we get that again, I'm taking Windrush right now, so I can drop it.
Yeah, just throw it like in the middle.
But I just need to know because I don't want to waste it.
Yeah, I would just say use it if they spawn on the same side. Oh, Sydney didn't see the new Windrush. Can you put it down?
Went to bed.
She hasn't used it yet.
Whoever has the other Warlock portal, can you imitate mine?
Imitate mine like you're some kind of fucking genius. Oh my god. You fucking told me.
Read the Warlock Discord.
No, just so we have people that can go either side.
No, I get it, dude.
So when,
asshole.
So when we get a spawn like that, is it better to just like not hit the ad if you can't reach it?
I guess you can always just start focusing on the middle one, but you need to do everything you can to try to get in range of it and hit it. But at worst case scenario, like if you just absolutely cannot make it in, then just start hitting the middle ad.
Yes.
And maybe just say like, hey, I can't get group 1 or group 1 lost somebody. So that way maybe the people in the middle can maybe switch over if they have room.
Like this many pulls in, I don't have good intuition in terms of like
No, yeah, 100%.
whether I should pass the debuff on to somebody to try to make it or risk passing
Typically,
it.
I would say try to pass the debuff as least amount of time as possible, being 0. Try to be as careful as you possibly can, but that's why we know where the ads are spawning ahead of time. That way we can start working our way over there slowly, even if we have the debuffs. That way you don't have to be in like a hurry and like, you know, just sprint over there. You can kind of slowly wedge your way over there.
Got it.
Okay, so let's just go again. I mean, that was honestly really good for how bad of a spawn we have and just how many bad things happened. So we'll do it again. And again, if people have questions about what's going on or they're having a hard time figuring out what to do and how to handle certain things, then just say something.
And there's no frontal, right? So I can just walk through the boss.
Yes, just be careful of standing directly on the tanks.
Okay.
Which Knightly's marked, so just don't stand on like the star marker above his head.
Yeah, if you get thrashed,
It's gonna get another bad pull, my bad.
If you get thrashed, it's surprising because it's really hard to get thrashed when the tanks are stuck in one spot.
1.
That was it.
And I think as far as moving the boss to the other side, I think we should just always keep him here. I think it's just easier for everybody, so we don't have to move him. You guys can just literally just face tank him here the whole entire time.
Take a half step to your right.
Also, Lush, if you're able to, if the ad spawns close enough to you, just hit it with an ability, so it gets the little debuff on it. But don't put it too higher in priority. Shockwave. Make sure you guys are using defenses once you get that big circle around you. That's when you'll want to use them. Breath, watch out. Okay, we have yellow. Oh no, we have red and yellow. Red and yellow again. Start making your way over. Red and yellow. Vera's Myris if we can. Get that ad down, good job. Okay, now everyone on the big ad, quick.
Push, push, push!
Nah, once it starts healing, it takes so much healing, it's almost unkillable. But that was good, that was an improvement, and that was another bad spawn. Like, once we get good spawns, it's gonna be so much easier. So just keep going, we're not resetting, just keep going.
Oh god damn it, okay, I'm sorry.
You can just, because someone's gonna get bit. Just go ahead and reset it. But we'll just always hold on resetting it.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna die. You might as well just do your,
Oh, fuck!
You do not have a transcendence?
I have no transcendence.
Okay, everybody stack up at the door and die, please.
Andrew, you have a soul stone. You have 2 soul stones. No, don't you... Oh, he's gonna eat his snack now.
Just stack up with your debuffs and you'll die faster.
Is there something we're not doing right on the ads? Because
no, we're just having bad spawns. We're doing fine on the ads. It's literally just the fact of.
Yeah, the spawns for the ads are gonna matter like a huge amount.
Yeah, so like having a double spawn on the same side, it gives everybody a lot of debuffs. So
just having the reflex to switch the big ad right after you.
Yeah, I think
to the
that's our
small
main
one.
thing, is just making sure as soon as our little ads are dead that we're really, really quick to jump on the big one.
Yep, absolutely.
Transcendence is up.
Cool.
Ups the spawn.
I'll put down on Feast.
Like when we get it, we're gonna be getting it where like Fetid's just about ready
Yeah, sometimes he'll run over and be eating the ads, and we kill them in that amount of time. Like, it's supposed to be close like that. It's not.
Come up this
So,
server.
literally, both polls so far, we're doing fine on killing ads. It's just a matter of kind of really nailing it down so we can get the middle ad dead too. And I think both polls we lost one person. There's a repair right here on the right side by the portal if anyone needs it.
Everyone should just repair anyway, so we don't need it in 2 pulls.
Fuck yeah, Matt. You right.
Matt in the house.
Also, healers, if you find a little bit of downtime, like a global or two, since we're 4 healing, you can help DPS the ads by just, you know, throwing a flame shock on it or just anything like that. Like, just small little things will count towards killing it.
Not a 1.
Okay, we'll wait for another rotation. Remember, 2-minute CDs on the first ads.
5,
3-minute
4,
CDs on pull.
3, 2, 1.
Get into your positions right now so you don't get screwed by the shockwave. First shockwave coming out in 5 seconds. Breath.
Watch out, Andrew.
I'm tranking, so I'm in a bad spot. I'll move. Okay, we have yellow and green, yellow and green. Group 1 yellow, group 2 green. And everybody on the mutated, quickly. Everybody in the middle. Watch the breath. If you're gonna get hit by it, just pop a big defensive and you'll survive. Okay, go ahead and reset it. That was, I mean, that was golden. Like, if that breath wasn't so, like, fucked, it would have been good.
Ooh, she's juicy!
Yeah, and that was with, like, 3 people, or, yeah, 3 people dying. So, I mean, that was huge. That's a perfect ad
We got the big one now.
You
Oh,
can,
did we kill it too?
yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah,
Holy shit.
we fucking crushed.
Yeah.
You can really see how like ad spawn RNG affects the fight.
Very nice switching, guys. Very nice.
So, like, right there, since that ad phase seemed to be pretty easy, like, some people, if you're using big offensive cooldowns on that first ad phase, you can maybe start using them on a different one. If you have, like, an offensive cooldown that's longer than 3 minutes, since you only get to use it 1 time throughout the whole fight. And you, like, distract the boss so people don't
You can't. He's
res into him.
immune. He's immune.
He's immune? You can distract
dude.
him.
No, you can't. Look at him.
Just stand
What
close.
could distract that thick bitch?
I've literally seen him stop in place before.
That's
yeah,
because
But if you
he
get close
thinks
to him-
he sees something. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm a
Could
rogue.
distract that thick bitch.
I'll put down another feast. Come over.
Nothing
here.
can distract her from food. Look at she got 8 goddamn heads.
okay.
Friggin' 3,
It's-
7,
It's a
10
girl.
nipples on the front. How the fuck do you distract that thing?
I got
You
2
guys-
nipples on the front.
If you guys can, please use augment runes and whatnot, since most of the time, once we get the hang of it, we won't lose them anymore once we start resetting the boss. Okay, here we go. Get into position. That was really good. We just keep it up.
Dude, bro.
Dude,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dude, fucking watch it. Little demon hunters. Yeah, both you getting smacked. Yeah, Vera's Lex. Breath.
Green, blue.
We have green and blue, green and blue. Group 1 green, group 2 blue. Go and reset it right now. Yeah, those things are dying pretty quick. And that was another terrible spawn. Just try to stay alive, you guys. So we can reset it.
I taunted him.
Watch the breath. Yeah, it'll run to you. It's just, it takes a long time because he's gotta like eat the ads and shit.
Jesus Christ.
When I res you, just run back, please. And if you die, just use personal food for now. I'll just throw down a feast every couple attempts.
Ads are dying quick, guys. Good job.
Yep. I mean, we're literally doing fine. We just need to get right spawns, and we just need to get the hang of where we're all kind of standing
That was
and
a
pick our
really
spots and whatnot.
shitty spawn.
Yep.
I switched again to the big one, and it seemed okay.
Yeah, I mean, as long as everything dies, and like prior to that, you get on the big one early. That's
Go ahead and rebuff. Remember, 2-minute cooldowns on the first ones, but yeah, we're doing really good. It's just a matter of getting the hang of the positioning and kind of picking our spots and staying there. So everybody, except, I mean, melee is the exception, but range DPS and healers should really, like, just try to find a nice little spot that they'll stand in and just stay there every time. And then obviously just adjust as the fight goes, but you should kind of claim your spot. We're gonna get a shockwave in 5 seconds. Breath. And again, we have green and blue, green and blue. 1 green, group 2 blue. Get that other ad down. Okay, just keep it going. Watch the breath. Everyone get back into your spots. Everyone just back in your spots. Let them just eat this one. Everyone just kind of reset. We're not resetting the boss, sorry, I didn't mean to use that word.
It's cool, I understood.
Watch the breath. Okay, we have red and orange, red and orange. Group 1 red, group 2 orange. Go ahead and reset it.
The boss.
So it looks like that second wave of ads, he's going to do a shockwave while they're still like spitting out shit in the chutes. So you want to make sure you're not getting knocked into an alcove, otherwise you'll get stacks of the debuff. So basically you get the debuff whenever you run into somebody else who has the debuff with the circle around them, or you get hit by the boss's breath, or you're in the alcove when the shit's like flying down from the ceiling. So just be aware of getting knocked into the alcoves. You can if you know that it's going to be safe, but try not to because it is going to put like at least 2 stacks of the debuff on you. Okay, we'll get him on the next rotation.
How does the healing feel? That doesn't feel too bad for me.
It's mostly Matt doing the tank healing, so you can always ask him. But for me personally, like I'm kind of doing the support tank healing, and it feels like you guys are pretty damn solid.
Could you put a table down so I can get a few?
It's just a lot of damage happening.
Yeah.
But it's not overwhelming. You're good.
Nope, the overwhelming part starts at sub 50%. That's when it's overwhelming.
Oh,
So that's when I'll really pump up healing when that happens. And just Cronus and Sydney, you guys should just probably not even like worry about the tanks at all. You should just almost solely focus on your groups.
Half the time they're out of my range anyway.
Then maybe try changing your position.
I have been. I've been scooting up a little. But I'm just saying, like, I'm primarily healing other people, not tanks.
Yeah, I mean, me and Matt can pretty much cover tanks the whole time.
Unless I have a debuff.
Those debuffs.
Unless I have a debuff, so then you can use that portal here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, people can stand on my portal too. Like Sydney, if you want, you can move up there. Or no, that's not Sydney behind me. Never mind.
Shockwave.
Sorry about that.
Kind of start moving towards the center, I would think.
Okay, we have yellow and orange. Yellow and orange. Group 1 yellow, group 2 orange. Just go ahead and reset it. We already lost 2 people.
It's 3 times in a row where I used my demonic circle and somebody flew through me with the miasma and it hit me as they were flying by at super speed.
We good?
Nope, just waiting for this rotation.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we got fucked.
Breath.
This is a terrible spot.
We have red and blue, red and blue. Group 1 red, group 2 blue. I'm resing you, just pick it up quick. Everyone on the middle one, quick. watch the breath.
Gosh.
Nice, we got it. Oh,
Nope.
Yeah, that heal's so rough.
We were at like 50k there, and then
No, keep going. We have no one dead. Keep going. Now we can.
Oh, we got someone because the boss on me.
Just reset it.
Oh, I died in that fight, so.
Yeah, just everyone stack up at the door and try to die. And just throw a soulstone on me, or I'll just survive.
Yeah, we gotta figure out that spot. Seems to be like just a little bit off sometimes, and then he knocks Nightly back or knocks me back, and then it gets all jacked, and then I take the full thing, or he takes the full thing. Should it be assumed that it's got to be reset if the tanks start getting the miasmas or whatever?
Not necessarily, but I guess so. Because, I mean, you guys can still outrange each other, it's just you have to be the closest person to Nightly. But I guess, I mean, we can just use that as an easy metric for it, so sure.
Yeah, it'd be pretty tricky to outrange each other.
We could definitely always try that. If Kronos, would you maybe be more comfortable with DPSing this way and having Myris heal, or are you fine with healing?
Oh, I'm fine with healing. I just keep getting caught in the breath.
No, yeah, for sure. I'm just curious, just because I know Resto Shaman's not very good for this fight.
I mean, if you want me to switch, I'm fine switching.
We'll just keep with what we have right now. Maybe we'll just switch on the break if anything. But we'll just keep what we have.
Putting a feast down.
Too far away.
What is that, like soup made from Vectis and Zekvaz?
It's poop.
Now she's on the boat.
It's beans.
What is that, like soup made from Vectis and Zekvaz?
Priest buff.
Now she's on the boat.
It's beans.
What is that, like soup made from Vectis and
Hitting spots.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah, damn it. I don't have a... Damn it.
Breath.
God damn.
You have yellow and blue, yellow and blue. I'm gonna be resi in a second, Matt. Everyone needs to be on the big ad. gonna start healing. It's gonna be rough. We gotta kill it quick. Need to kill a little quicker than we just did. Okay, just keep going. Get back in your spots. We have a little too many people kind of clumped up. Make sure you don't get knocked back into an ad this time, because the alcoves will be dangerous. Shockwave going out right now. And we have red and blue, red and blue. Yeah, that sucks. Let's go ahead and pop Lust.
Knight was down.
Just go ahead and wipe it up. That's really good, honestly. We're doing fine on the ad phases. It's just about getting the right pull at this point. And just managing our debuffs and really getting the hang of it.
He's healing though. Like we need to get the ads down, right?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, of course. But this fight is mostly just learning how to do that and then just getting all the ad. I mean, there's just 3 ad phases and the fight's over. But the point is, like, we're doing the ad phases correctly. It's just about, you know, min-maxing it, I guess, or getting the right pull, so that we actually end up killing them.
Natalie, we need to figure out a way to not end up tanking inside the boss, because that just like is super awkward.
Yeah, no, I think for the pull we and maybe use the timers as a guide. But we gotta basically wait until he's like parallel with those where we're tanking him.
Yeah.
Because if he's not facing us directly, yeah, he knocks us around.
Yeah, I mean, especially if people are saving their. Are you guys saving your cooldowns for the ads, or using them on that first phase of the boss? For DPS.
I mean, we
Ads.
should be using 2 minutes on the first ads, and it feels like we are. Like, we're not having a problem killing the ads. The only time we don't kill ads is
No, the reason I'm
usually
asking is if we're screwing up your pre-pots, if we pull them early or like a second late or whatever, just so we can
Oh,
get them in
for
the right
sure.
spot. Yeah, because it's just like basically dumpstered if we if we get them in a bad spot.
Can you set up your transcendence?
Yeah, do it now.
And can somebody res? Yeah, thank you.
So I'm not sure we have positioning right because I'm still having people get flung into me and then everybody gets the meow.
Yep, so it should be people without resets, like without jump resets to mitigate the shockwave. Those people should be against walls or knocking themselves into walls, and the people who do have resets should be out in the open. That way you're not getting sent back towards people. Or you stand really close to the boss, or, you know, close enough to where you're out of range of melee, but you can essentially just reset back to your spot without flying into people. But essentially the walls are like specifically for people who can't reset in any way.
Yeah, I'm right against that pillar near red.
Hey, Andrew.
What?
Andrew?
What?
Oh, to help the tanks, could we pull the or taunt the boss when he's about right here instead? That way he's not in an awkward position.
I'm kind of thinking about meeting him in the middle of the room and then just walking left.
I mean, you can always go in the alcove before we pull and just be ready to pull. You won't aggro in the
Sounds way
alcove.
too easy, dude.
Sorry, what's going on?
We're talking about the start, the pull. Basically, we have to position him so he's facing into the wall. Otherwise, it basically screws us up.
Yeah. So what?
So,
Just go stand in the purple alcove right now. Be ready to do it. Instead of running there.
I'm thinking I'm going to stand in the middle and just pull them left.
That works. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Don't pull right now. Yeah.
I was just playing chicken with him.
Okay, we'll get on this rotation. Get in your spots.
Five,
Gonna be early, just pre-pot
4,
now.
3, 2, 1.
Shockwave coming out. Breath. Okay, we have red and blue, red and blue.
Isn't that yellow? Oh.
You'd be absolutely correct. Get on the big head. Watch the breath.
I really hate that breath delay.
He'll always do it
We did
as we're switching over to the ad. I'm B-resing Ren more. Don't take it instantly there. Yeah, you can take it. Get back in your spots. Do a Retana, commanding shot, please. Shockwave. And we have yellow and blue, yellow and blue. Everyone on the big ad. Shockwave.
Shit.
Get that ad down, you don't have much time. Nice fucking job. Back on the boss. Watch the breath. He's gonna do a shockwave really shortly after, so be careful. Make sure you're using defensives when you guys get the big debuff. Shockwave. Nightly commanding shot. Okay,
2
this
minute
next
CDs for
one-
the next one.
Yep. Slow DPS on the boss, we don't want to hit him anymore. Okay, we have red and orange, red and orange. Watch the shockwave. He's gonna shockwave really shortly as the ads start. Okay, 2 minute CDs. And kill the ads again. Yeah, me too, don't worry. Go ahead and reset it right now. Damn, Eternal Sadness.
Outstanding timing.
Yeah, I figured. Just go ahead and die. That was, I mean, that's the whole fight. We kill this ad wave and the boss dies. Like,
Can we
literally.
make sure to leave a bit of a gap in, like, around the middle
The
ads?
middle,
So that
yes.
if there's so many people with those big ads, the middle group just can't even get.
Yep, I will mark a spot and we can just guarantee that spot always safe. Like, never have your, never have your large debuff overlapping on the spot that I'll put down. That way we can just always use that as kind of like a roadway for people to run through.
Come on, give me 20 seconds.
That was huge, though. I mean, literally, we finished that ad phase and the fight's over. Like, we just burn the boss after that before the next ads.
If he hits
Before
50,
he eats the next ads.
does he,
He
will he still
enrages
spawn
at
ad?
50. Yeah, he'll still spawn ads, so we'll still get a fourth wave of ads, but we're just killing him before it happens.
Yeah, he takes 50. He basically gives us like an extra bonus lust.
No, I was just wondering if it's like possible to skip the ads, but it's not.
Oh, he takes 50 more, 50%
It
more
definitely
damage.
is
Yeah.
possible to skip the third ads, but you have to do a different strategy. You have to 3-heal this fight. And basically what you do is you kill the first ads, you kill the second ads, and then you lust. So you have to do ads without lust, which is kind of rough.
Probably can, to be honest.
No, I was just curious. Like, I just thought like maybe if he stopped.
Not with Resto Shamans, we can't. We would need different healers than Resto Shamans.
No, I mean, I think with our DPS right now, we might be able to. But it's working. It's working this way.
Yeah,
though, so it's
let's
working.
just keep doing it this way.
Yeah, he deals.
Matt, I would, if you're not already, I would use your rejuvenation potion to restore mana. I would use that while the boss is running around eating ads. That's the best time because there's no damage on the tanks.
Okay, the replenishment potion?
Yeah, or just sometime after Shockwave. Like, as soon as Shockwave happens, just get back in a position and then start drinking and just tell me when you're doing it and I'll sit the tanks the entire time.
I really have to pee. I'll be right back. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Since everybody's going to the bathroom, should we just take a break early?
We're doing great there. We're doing great, guys. We're doing great.
I think people are more aware of their circles around them and
yeah,
the distance.
At the end there, it definitely turned into a clusterfuck with debuffs, but I think it was just getting used to the new knockbacks since the knockbacks are different every time with like the timings.
Yeah, the timing threw me off on the second.
Okay, I'm back.
Good.
Jeez.
No. Make sure to flash too if you're low.
Yep, reflask, runes if you need to, set up transcendence, all that good stuff.
Trying to get my summon circle down. You can start the timer. I can get it down. Or whenever.
I think it's gonna be early again, so just pre-pot at like 5 or 6.
5,
Pre-pot at 4.
4, 3,
pre-pot now.
2, 1.
Shockwave. We have yellow and blue, yellow and blue. Shockwave. Okay, run on the big ad quick.
I'll be inside of that mushroom island. Just right where we are.
What's up, guys?
Shit.
Shockwave in just a second. Don't get knocked into the ads. Red and green. Red and green. X are getting Beerus. Just reset it. We have too many debuffs.
Yeah, the boss turned a bit and put him inside like the alcove.
Okay. When that happens, then I guess I'll just have to try and move them between thrashes.
Very good on the big ad, guys.
The fuck? Oh.
Am I in your way there, Veneran?
Yeah, it's not horrible. It's just like, you know, when we move around after the first. I don't see anywhere else for everybody to go though. So.
Cam, if you want to come hang out by me, there's room.
Yeah, but I don't want to get bumped and then I'll call. I gotta stay middle because I'm on the big end.
If we can, unless somebody has a better suggestion, can we just try to keep Moon and Skull as like the clear spots, depending on which side the ad's on? So, for instance, if the big ad spawns on like orange, then we would just keep Moon clean. I guess it would be easier to just literally use the marker that marks the ad. So, like if the big ad is spawning on orange, we just keep kind of orange clear, so that's like a little roadway that people can walk down right at the edge of where the ad's spawning. So basically, if you just have a big circle, make sure it's not overlapping orange or purple if the ad's spawning on that side. Does that make sense to everybody? And then if you have to move around the room, you can use whichever side the ad's spawning on. You can just run through that marker safely without worrying about hitting anybody. So we'll just do it that way. I'm going to wait for one more rotation and then we'll go.
I'll leave you the red side.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. I've been brutalizing you, dude. I'm not using my tank healing as right traits because I switched my gear like a couple of attempts ago.
I knew it would be your fault somehow.
Hold up. Yeah. There we go. My 390 shoulders. I'll equip those.
Alright. Bowling.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I had to do a countdown.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Are you okay? Was that a cry for help? Yeah, he DC'd. Just go ahead and reset it right now.